Good morning, and thank you for watching the May 13th City of Janesville COVID-19 Community Briefing. This briefing is provided Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 a.m. My name is Brian Schweigel, and I'm the Planning Section Chief for this operational period. We will begin this morning with information from Janesville Police Chief Dave Moore.
Good morning, Janesville. So here's the deal. Just a few months ago, we didn't think about COVID-19, social distancing, protective masks, stay-at-home orders, shutting down our businesses, or shutting down our schools. But here we are at a time of unprecedented change. So, thank you, Janesville. You have accepted this change with civility. Our community has been mostly orderly. Businesses that have made mistakes and have been in violation of the safer at home order, or citizens that have made mistakes and have been in violation of the stay-at-home order, when our officers have been called to these scenes, everyone has been cooperative and working towards the better good. Most of our crimes are down. And although we've recently seen some increased police activity that takes us to our normal levels. But we do have a couple of concerns. One is burglaries. We're seeing an increase in residential burglaries, pretty much normal with what we see in other years, but nonetheless an increase in these residential burglaries. Many times people leave doors open, sheds open, garage doors open. And we're asking that people should close your doors, lock your doors, and leave lights on. Criminals like opportunity. They don't like light in the middle of the night. And so we ask you to turn on your porch lights. If you have a rear light to your home, please turn that on and deter these folks from coming to your property. Another area that we're concerned about is domestic violence and child crimes. Both of these are down, but we believe they are still occurring. If you think about domestic violence, many times when the offender is away, our victims can call us. And with the safer at home order, our victims and offenders are closely together and reduce that opportunity. Likewise, with our child crimes, many times when children go to school, go to see neighbors, there's an opportunity to identify that children are being assaulted and or victimized. And with the safer at home order, we don't have that opportunity for the children to go to a safe adult and report these crimes. So we ask that be our eyes and ears for us. If you suspect that there is domestic violence, give us a call. If you suspect that a child is being treated improperly, please give us a call. You don't have to identify yourself. You can call Crime Stoppers. You can call the non-emergency line. You don't have to identify yourself, but please put that burden on us, put that responsibility on us, and let's help these victims in our community. So Janesville, keep up the good work. Keep up your patience, and keep showing that we are a community that cares. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Next, we'll review our incident objectives for the city's COVID-19 response. First, safeguard the community, including our residents, businesses, and visitors. Second, deter the spread of COVID-19 within our capabilities. Third, provide essential services to the community. And fourth, safeguard City of Janesville employees and preserve our city service power. We'll now hear from other members of the EOC leadership team, beginning with our Situation Unit Leader, Maggie Dar.
Thank you, Brian, and good morning, everyone. Maggie Dar, Situation Unit Leader for this event. As of yesterday, Tuesday, May 12th, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services reported that there are 10,611 confirmed positive cases of COVID-19 in the state of Wisconsin. There are 369 confirmed positive cases in Rock County, and we have had 13 deaths in Rock County. One of our regular viewers of this briefing, Michael Olmstead, suggested on the city's Facebook account that we start reporting the percentage of positives relative to testing. So thanks for that suggestion, Michael. I'll start doing this daily. So as of yesterday, there were 3,922 tests processed in Rock County. And of those, 9.41% of the tests have been positive in the county. For reference, on April 1st, that percentage of positive tests per test was 3.15%, and on May 1st, it was 10.6%. We continue to monitor our staffing levels, our levels of personal protective equipment, our infrastructure, and weather, and we have no concerns at this moment. Yesterday, members of our Emergency Operations Center reached out to a whole bunch of local businesses to see if they're operating under the eased state restrictions, and they found that of those they contacted, about half had already started opening with the restrictions as required and placed. Many more were making plans to do so. So we'd encourage you to get out and support your favorite local businesses. Call first or check their online website or social media presence to see if they're open, but get out and support those local businesses. Please do so with respect for the health of other people and follow the guidelines as laid out by our safety officer. Thank you.
Thanks, Maggie. Next is Economic Development Director Gail Price.
Good morning, Janesville Economic Development Director Gail Price. You can find links to the various programs on the growjanesville.com website. You can go to the banner at the top, and that will take you to our various COVID pages. As Ms. Dard noted, our retail business are now allowed to open under certain restrictions, 5 or fewer customers. Give your favorite retailer a call to see if they are open. You know, we want to encourage you to spend local with our hometown businesses. If they're not open, you can hang on to your stimulus money, hang on to that, and wait till they are open. Every dollar that you spend in a local business creates an additional 68 cents in economic return as that money is cycled through the economy. So that is extremely important to spend local as much as you can. So we've added a number of additional new items to the COVID pages. Specifically, we have a button on the side that says COVID-19 Recovery. There are 16 documents there associated with reopening various businesses, so basically guidance documents. Those were put out by WEDC. Those are very informative and very helpful. We'll encourage you to review those if you're a business owner before reopening. Also, there is a series of webinars by generators. It's their emergency response programs for next steps. This is free. There's 3 more this week providing guidance for employers' perspective for funding, recreating vibrancy in the business, and then cash management during this event. I encourage you, those are very good webinars. Also, just a reminder that the various funding programs are out there, the Rock County Emergency Small Business Fund, the SBA Paycheck Protection Program, and Federal Reserve Main Street Lending Program. The City Council did review our draft recovery plan on Monday night. We will be returning on the 26th for a final approval. That does include a smaller loan program that the city intends to move forward. If you've got any questions, feel free to call the Economic Development Office, 608-755-3059. Thank you.
Thanks, Gail. Next is Public Information Officer Molly Nolte.
Thanks, Brian. I'm Molly Nolte, Public Information Officer. If you're interested in receiving important and up-to-date information from the City of Janesville, we encourage you to visit our website. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. A great way to stay connected is to sign up for the city's press releases. We deliver them right to your inbox. You can sign up at our website, which is www.ci.janesville.wi.us/email lists. You can also find important COVID-specific information on the city's website. It's that same link /COVID-19, and on it you'll find helpful local, state, and federal resources, links to our frequently asked questions sheet, information from the Health Department of Rock County, business recovery information links like Gail Price mentioned, and there's a lot more on there as well. The City of Janesville continues to get their information from government-sanctioned sites, which are trustworthy and up-to-date. That includes the CDC, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services, FEMA, and others. If you have any other questions, you can always call our community support hotline. It's available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That phone number is 608-373-6027. And you can always call the United Way's 211. That's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please continue to share this information with your family and your friends, your community networks and social groups, and anyone else who you think may benefit. And we encourage our social media users to keep using those hashtags. It's hashtag Janesville Strong, hashtag One Positive Thing, and our new one for our new economic recovery campaign is hashtag Spend Local. Thank you.
Thank you, Molly. Next is Finance and Administration Section Chief Julie Parker.
Good morning. I'm Julie Parker. I am the Finance and Section Chief for today's operational period. The EOC Finance and Administration section is documenting all personnel and operating expenses related to the city's COVID-19 pandemic response for potential reimbursement from the Federal Emergency Management Agency Public Assistance Program. The FEMA program reimburses 75% of eligible expenses, while the state has agreed to reimburse 12.5% of the eligible assistance expenses. So to date, the EOC response team has logged 6,519 hours, and we have captured expenses of $957,778.76. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Next is Safety Officer Battalion Chief Ryan Murphy.
Good morning, Ryan Murphy, Safety Officer. Healthcare professionals want to remind individuals that they are still able to treat non-COVID related illnesses. If you are suffering from an injury or chronic illness, urgent care facilities and emergency rooms are still the safest place to get care. We want to continue to emphasize washing your hands often with soap and water, especially after being in a public place. If soap and water is not readily available, use hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. We should avoid close contact with people who are sick and create space between each other, at least 6 feet, when we're outside the home. Formulate a plan if someone in your household becomes sick. If you choose to wear a fabric, non-standard mask or any mask in public, continue to maintain 6-foot social distancing. The CDC recommends wearing cloth face coverings in public settings where other social distancing measures are difficult to maintain. Wash your cloth mask regularly after use. Workspaces and residences should be thoroughly cleaned daily with EPA-approved cleansers. High-touch surfaces should be cleaned with a higher frequency. Continue to take care of yourself and others. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Next is Incident Commander Fire Chief Rhodes.
Hi, good morning. Our current emergency operation right now is at an enhanced watch. We're watching many aspects of the community and what's going on. I'm really pleased to report that there's no food shortages, no fuel shortages, infrastructure is intact, so our power is working, our sewers are working, the water is working, and the streets are safe. Call volumes are starting to creep up on the fire department operations. As Chief Moore said too, some of the police department operations are starting to get back to normal. So that could be an indicator that we're starting to get out in our community and move around a little bit more. I've said this many times and I'm going to continue to say it, is that you are our best resource. You alone can help stop the spread of this virus. One of the biggest things you can do other than washing your hands and social distancing is wear your cloth face mask. I came across a tweet this morning from the United States Surgeon General, and his tweet was about this, a face mask. Wearing a face coverings in most non-medical situations isn't to protect healthy wearers from COVID-19. It's to keep people with the virus from spreading it to others. I wear my face covering to protect you, and you wear yours to protect me. We are all in this together. Couldn't have said it any better. That is a direct tweet from an authority for the United States as we go through the virus. And so there's so much fake news out there about face coverings. If you go out in public, please wear a simple face mask. This weekend it's going to be really nice weather and your family gets together, more than just the people that are living in your residence, please wear a simple face mask. But I do want to urge everybody to avoid having a barbecue or a party this weekend because of the nice weather with anybody outside your current residence. Remember, it's up to you. If you can prevent the spread, we can get back to normalcy much quicker. A great resource for your mental health, your health in general, is the Wisconsin Department of Health. And go to COVID-19, and there's a lot of resources about stress and coping with stress. But I want to reiterate one thing is our children. Remember to love them, play with them, read to them, and talk to them about what's going on. I have a feeling that when this season ends and we go back to the normal, you're going to miss the time with your children. So it's precious. And as the chief said, if you think there's a child that is being abused, please call Crime Stoppers Hotline. Remember, good sleep, good food, good exercise, and if you need anything other than an emergency, which you would call 911, please call our community hotline at 608-373-6027. Also, too, I saw on some of our social media platforms where we are giving out the simple face masks, and some people said, I can't travel, I can't get out. Call the hotline at 608-373-6027, and we will get you a simple face mask as long as we have supplies and they last. We are getting masks every day, and so we will work our best to try to get you a mask if you can't get to a mask. And once again, I want to thank all of our employees here in the city, the EOC staff that is staying vigilant, all the workers that are coming in every day serving the community. And I also want to thank our retail workers. So with that being said, we're starting to loosen up. I'm excited that retail is opening, but remember, no more than 5. And if you get frustrated waiting in line, please give each other grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Next is City Manager Mark Freitag.
Thank you, Brian, and good morning, City of Janesville Emergency Operations Center team, certainly our City of Janesville employees, and for any members of the community that are either listening in or watching today. What I would like to say, first of all, is thanks to Chief Moore for his community leadership of the JPD, and all that the JPD does to protect our community. And so your service is much appreciated, and we thank you personally, but we also thank your larger department. I do want to follow up on something that Chief said, and that is that, most of the community has been very, very good about following the orders that are in place, following our state statutes, and if they may or may not, or if they may be out of line, someone from the PD, corrects them, and they respond and do the right thing. Folks, that's called respect for the rule of law. And it's one of the things that makes America great is we respect the rule of law. And from my military experience, having traveled and served in foreign lands where, frankly, the population doesn't respect the rule of law, that's not a good place to be. It's just not a good environment. You don't know what's coming or going. And frankly, in a lot of cases, it's chaotic, and it's anarchy. And so we don't want that. We want to continue to respect the rule of law. You may not agree with the laws that are on the books. You may not agree with safer at home order, but those are the laws that we have to abide by. And the City of Janesville will continue to enforce those because we do respect the rule of law. Also, I want to follow up on what Chief Rhodes said. and that is, this is about community behavior change. The way that we prevent spread of COVID-19 in our community is by making personal choices and changes to how we operate, whether that's social distancing, whether that's wearing a protective mask, whether that's avoiding large crowds or large groupings, et cetera, et cetera. And so you can make the difference. You can make the difference in our community. And so if you respect this community, if you love this community, then please follow those social distancing, mask wearing, hand washing, et cetera, community behavior changes. And so as I wrap up today, I just want to remind folks that we've got a great history in Janesville, so we're going to stand tall. We respect the rule of law, and so we're going to stand firm. And certainly this is about community change, so we're going to stand together because we are Janesville strong. Thank you.
This has been the May 13th City of Janesville COVID-19 Community Briefing. The community briefing is provided every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 a.m. Thank you for watching.